boy who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. So I got another show for y'all. Well, it seems like Mr. LeBron James is at it again, disrespecting the people who have been meat riding him for years. And shout out to Dreamers Pro using the audio from his show. And I kind of want to talk about this because it's just baffling, bro. That salute, Chris. It's just baffling that you would shit on the people who have held you up or held you down.
Here. When people talk about the game of basketball, they want to talk about the drama. If you do a full show that's all X and O's, that's not going to be any good either. If he sits down with Steve Nash and all he does is an X's and O's for an hour, people aren't going to like that either. Psych!
Fantastic. So you heard what he had to say. Now I want to quickly reference an article from fadeawayworld.net. It says, LeBron James takes a brutal shot at Brian Windhorst. It continues on. At 40 years old, LeBron James is not afraid to step up and speak out on those who question it.
Yes, he is. He's afraid to speak up against people who have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to speak up against media members, but if it's any players or anybody else, he ain't saying nothing to them.
Question his actions. In the case of NBA analyst Brian Windhorst, he found himself in James's crosshairs yet again as the latest subject of his post. Long way from being done. Sucks they all have to listen to two guys who know nothing about basketball talk about basketball. The post was
who doesn't know anything about basketball, because Brian Windhorst knows something about basketball. You mad? You mad because you mad? Told you LeBron James is a PUSSY. He only talks to people who are in the media or try to get on people who are in the media. Why you don't have this? Let me ask you this question. Why you don't have this energy for Chael Sonnen? You don't have. I ain't talking about Jordan right now. Let's not talk about Jordan. Why would you be doing that to somebody like Brian Windhorst, who has held you down for years, bro? For years. And now you shitting on him. Now he don't know nothing about basketball. Well, if he don't know nothing about basketball, that means everything he said about you don't make sense. That means everything he said about you and bigging you up for years, he don't know what the hell he's talking about then. That would be correct if he doesn't know anything about basketball. That's all I'm saying.
This was a response to a video posted on the Mind the Game account, which featured a video mocking Brian Windhorst for his comments talking down on the podcast. James, who's 40, launched the Mind the Game podcast on May of 2024 alongside his fellow NBA colleague, JJ Redick. The idea was to offer the fans a unique perspective on the game where the two friends could discuss X's and O's in a purely uplifting way. When Redick became head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers that summer, Steve Nash stepped in and took his place and has been doing episodes with him ever since. Despite the lack of drama or intrigue with their work, the podcast has been doing well with up to 16 million views and counting. It reached the top 10 in trending. This summer, they have gone viral with their exchanges, and they are using the moment to take a victory lap. One of their loudest doubters, right? So, what are my comments about this? I gotta hand it to LeBron, man. He be hearing everything.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I ain't handing shit to LeBron. He hear what he want. He hear what he want to hear. When are you gonna say something to Chael Sonnen? When you gonna say something to Rick Bucher? You heard what Rick Bucher just said? Salute, salute. Did you hear what Rick Bucher just said? When you gonna say something to him? This guy is a joke, bro. You talking about one of his biggest doubters? Who? You cannot be talking about Brian Windhorst, somebody who has been defending him for years. Come on, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Like, you don't have no smoke for KG said you was on that new Balco, that new juice. He said you was on that new Balco, that new juice. He said it. But you know not to have no smoke for KG. You know not to have no smoke for that, bro. You already know KG ain't going for it, bro. KG will put you in your place right there, like, bro, nigga. Watch who you talking to, bro. Listen. I'm gonna say this, bro. Salute, 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 salute. Salute my boy H-Town boy in the building. Salute. But yeah, like, I'm just gonna say this, bro. And I'm in the video, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this, bro. We are reaching the end of the Lemedia. We are reaching a point to where it's not finna be good for LeBron. This right here, this is not good for LeBron. LeBron, you need the media. Oh, you need the media to still proclaim your greatness when you're gone. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because it's so easy to poke holes in your legacy, bro. If people want to poke holes in your legacy and your game, or why you not the GOAT, or why you shouldn't be this or shouldn't be that, they can do that. You do know that. All these media members, now of course, your clutch sports guys, your Nick Wrights and Shannon Sharps and stuff like that, they gonna still be by your side. But you shitting on Brian Windhorst, you know Stephen A don't give a no more. Stephen A like whatever. You going against all these media members who are still going to be here after you retire. Whether it be next year or whatever, when you retire, the media members will still be here. I just did a video. I dropped that banger of Woj talking about the 2008 Olympics and how they didn't want him on the team because of stuff like this. The antics. Didn't even want to learn people's names. Didn't even want to learn people's names. So exactly. So if I'm being real, it kind of behooves LeBron to really shut up. Like, shut up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It will behoove LeBron to shut up because it's a lot of people that probably know a lot of stuff about you, G. Oh, that's for sure. So, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. I have more content for y'all. We'll be doing my picks for the game tomorrow. StreamYard Friday, the game at the day after. So tap in with the StreamYard tomorrow. We actually could do all our picks together. So tap in with the StreamYard tomorrow before the game. Actually tap in. We having a hip hop conversation tonight on Twitter. We'll be doing a space. So tap in with your boy, 6 Block Community. Hop in. I'm out, man. Peace.